Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bar Z, and my name's Stan. And it's currently Friday, and I know I owe you a video for your Saturday morning, but it's been kind of a crummy week. There was some ice storms out of St. Louis, and some truck docks got frozen, and some trucks weren't on the move. I couldn't get parts, and so we're gonna have a pretty short video this week. I don't know, we might throw something in there, but it is currently Friday morning. This is the first bit of video I've shot, because literally there was nothing to do. We did do some extracurricular activities, which include this. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is midget wrestling, and it's I think it's called Micromania. They're on tour, and it's actually pretty cool. And you know, people say that the midgets are, you know, being targeted. You know what? They're laughing all the way to the bank, and they were entertaining and fun, and I got to meet a couple of them, and they were cool. And it was just a lot of fun. So with all the woke stuff nowadays, there's nothing wrong with saying the word midget. It's nothing derogatory. All right. So we had a good time at Micromania. It was just the right amount of wrong. Next up, we were bored. So I actually, some of you know, I've got a tattoo on my right arm that looks like this. Well, it no longer looks like that. Now it looks like this. And that's going to lighten up. That was only a couple days after I had it done, the shadowing and stuff. And I did have the warning hand put in there. And most of you know what that's all about. So we had time to go to a tattoo parlor. What else did we do? Check this guy out.
I'm for money, But every song like gold teeth, gray goose tripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel rooms. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody like Crystal Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, pin things, islands, like a on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair. We'll never be royals. Each one running on a blind. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We can please let my dream come true. Right now, oh, let it come true right now. Let it come true right now. If I can dream.
Woo! So he was on American Idol, I think, or America's Got Talent, or whatever it is. But he was on there, and he's on a very small tour, so we got to go see Puddles. And he's got some pretty interesting songs. He's funny. He puts on a good show. We had a good time seeing him. So those are our extracurricular activities during the week. Midget wrestling, Puddles Pity Party, tattoo. Got a trifecta there. And got a couple of things. I got my truck worked on. I had a remote start put on it because it's a thing to go out and start your truck half hour before it's time to leave. Defroster is just going full bore. So I had a remote start put on my truck yesterday. So that's what we did during our downtime. Friday morning, you probably hear those backup alarms way off in the distance. We have a truck here today, this morning, Friday morning. So we're going to see what Friday morning and Friday brings us. I'll shoot a little bit of video at the end of the day, maybe a little bit during the day, but don't expect a lot. This is going to be a short powder coat line video this week. This is episode number 15. All right. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of the show, what little there is of it, and we'll see what today brings. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone, and let's move on with the show. Well, we were done with the mock-ups, and we finally got all the all-thread in, all the horseshoes up top. That's all the way down the washer, so those are complete, and we're done with all the fab on the. We had to weld the little square washers with a nut on the bottom of those for the all-thread attachment. So those are done all the way down the washer. And I've been waiting for a skid of stainless. This is all stainless trim that's got to go on it. So that came in on this morning's truck. Unknown boxes, probably hardware. And these are stainless steel wall channels that have to go on it. But this is what I've been waiting for. You know, we took delivery the other day on a bunch of plastic. And the plastic doesn't do me any good. This is a polypropylene right here. That white plastic you see there. And we were seeing if we could put bulkheads in. There's more plastic there. There's another couple skids of plastic there. These are actually doors. There's actually like a portal door in there built into the plastic for access. So there's not much I can do with plastic with no stainless. So I still got stainless steel channels and trim and all kinds of stuff to go in there. And we have to get that conveyor slot established down the full length. Get the 2x4s out and get the conveyor slot in. Now that it's supported by those little all threads, we can start working on a conveyor slot. And I do believe I have the material for that. Well, the GEMA area has changed, and this is another reason that we really didn't get much work in this week. The floor guys are here doing an epoxy floor, so literally half of the job site we couldn't work in. So everything from that caution tape back is fresh epoxy paint on the floor, and we can't walk on it. This over here has all been diamond ground and ready for epoxy. So they're bringing epoxy right up that corner right there. You can see how close our work area is. That's where we got to work. But you know, they're going right up to there, and there's all my stuff over there. So they're right on top of us. And the other fun fact is, those 3 scissor lifts down there, they just landlocked them until that floor is dry. So those scissor lifts have to get down here for me to work. Good times. And that pit gets epoxied. All this gets a coat of epoxy on it. We did spend a little bit of time earlier this week with James, the GEMA guy, doing startup. This thing is in the middle of startup, and the floor guys are kind of messing with him too. There's certain things he can and can't do. You know, if those guys are in there in this pit right here working, he can't move any of these spray guns. You know, that you can't have people around those when that thing's in motion. So he couldn't do any testing or anything on any of these gun movers. He did some of the other startup things, got the dust collector started and tested, and all the motors spinning the right way and stuff like that. So, but the floor looks good, but what a pain in the butt. Well, there's a pretty good point of view right down the barrel of the conveyor center line, all looking all the way down through the oven. It's a little different than what you're used to seeing. And we've made up some wood blocks in here, just a pressure block with a piece of sheet metal on it. Just lays in there to make sure our conveyor opening doesn't close up on us. And we've got longitudinals put in. Next up is there's a seal that goes in here. There's actually a, I don't know, a 45-degree panel on both sides with a rubber flap that meets in the middle. That as the hangers are going through, it's flat bar on knife edge and a seal on the way through, so we don't spraying a bunch of water out of the top of this washer. They got some new saws in for cutting up steel. That's an awful nice one. MEP, nice. There's another 2 down there by those columns. And then look at this monster. There's a big one. That's a beauty. That's a saw. Wow, an old rigid 535. Just like mine. It looks about as old as mine too. Good machine, never gives up. But guess what? Welders? Yeah, we got them. Yeah, there's just a few here. Yeah, I think these guys are going into production here pretty quick. Just, yeah, more than a few. And that's from our friends at Lincoln Electric. Okay guys, we're going to wrap it up for week 15. I know there wasn't that much going on. The things we did get accomplished, we got about halfway through startup on GEMA, debugging and making stuff run and things like that. And then we got to put a pretty good dent in the washer framing. So there's that, and just waiting on trucks. Kind of goofed off a little this week, so not much to look at. All right, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We're gonna work all weekend to make up for our lost days, and those will make it into episode number 16. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in on your Saturday morning and spending Saturday morning with me. If you have any particular questions, throw them down in the comments, and I'll try to answer them live, or in the next video I'll answer your questions if you got a good one. But appreciate y'all tuning in. Have a good rest of your weekend.